Today we are going to look into how to run llama 3 locally. This is the first time I'm going to try this, so I'm not really sure if this is going to work, but we'll still try. I've already created like a folder called llama, and I've kind of have like downloaded. I'm using a Windows machine, but like actually I have downloaded the model using Windows subsystem for Linux, which you can see here, but now I'm going to show this in Windows. And how we are going to do this right now is that we are going to open this folder in VS Code. Currently I have it open, and I'm going to create a new file. I'm going to call it model.py. I don't know, I'm very bad at naming things, so that should do. So, and now we will go to the Hugging Face, because that's one of the things I found in the tutorial that's available in Hugging Face. I've opened Chrome now, and I'm gonna go to Hugging Face. I'm gonna search Hugging Face and llama 3, and let's see what we'll get. And I've already opened that page. So welcome to llama 3 Meta's new Open LLM. There is a lot of things that I don't want to read. So too long. Is there any model card? So this is, there is an organization card. Okay, there is llama 3 8 billion and llama 3 70 billion, 70 billion instruct and 8 billion instruct. I'm going to try the 8 billion one. I'm assuming that this is going to be enough. And then there is this how to use thing. Initially, when you first go here, you'll have to give your email IDs and everything, so that you will be getting access. That's how you are going to get access to this model. You have to give your name, your like your date of birth, and the organization. For me, like I got the access like right away. I don't know, it took them like 30 minutes to give me the access. Now I have been granted access to this model. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy paste whatever is given here to my code. I don't know, call me lazy, but like this is the easiest way to go. So I'm gonna see there is some issue, so something did not copy paste. So this is something that you cannot, like when you're copy pasting, when you click the copy icon, this won't copy this part of the code. That's weird. Okay, and I'm gonna format it a little so that like looks a little better, and I'm gonna try running now. What I will do, I'll like run it under main, so that this will only run when I import it. Like, hi, how are you doing today? No, that's very that's what is the best way to row a bot. Okay, I don't even know like what answer that will come up, but like I'm just gonna ask it that and see what results are gonna come up. Probably I'm gonna run this file now, so I'm gonna go debug. I can run it like right away, but like to debug if there is any issue. So I'm gonna debug the currently existing Python file. Had opened it. This is my environment. Had opened it in the correct environment. I have the latest transformers installed from Hugging Face. So if you don't have it, please do pip install transformers, and it will install the latest transformers installed. And there's something, you are trying to access a gated repo. I don't know what that means. So it says that cannot access gated repo for URL, request exception client unauthorized URL, llama 3. Oh, so you're trying to access gated repo. I have access to it though. What's the problem? You must be authenticated to access it. So how do I authenticate myself to access it? Let me try that. Please follow to download those checkpoints. See the example come up before for face support we recommend using. But no, for that also it might use something. So let me check if there is any way I can make it work. So the speed, I am checking to see if there is something that I can do to authenticate myself. Do I need Hugging Face CLI for this? So I am not really sure. Let me go there. Hugging Face gated model. Let's see. So there's something called manage gated models as a model author. Okay, that's the model author. And for downloading, what should I do? Nope, this is not it. Also, there is a tutorial Hugging Face Hub. Login token, my token. Oh, okay. So this is the way you go for it. Looks like I haven't been used. I haven't. There's some other way they are saying that I can do it, but like I'm not gonna go that way. I'm gonna try the easiest way first. I'm gonna stop my debugging. Good that I'm debugging, and I'm gonna say face token. I'm gonna stop the screen share for time being because I want you to see my token. So of course, so we're back now. What I have done is I have copied my access token from Hugging Face, which you can get actually from here. It's not shown publicly, and there's a note saying that make sure you never post that your tokens publicly, which is good. And I'm not going to show you my token. What I'm going to do is close this page. And thanks to whoever posted this, actually it was in the question, and I hope it works. And I don't have to go through all these steps to download a model because that makes it like really difficult. And I'm going to go here and I've stored my token, the config.py file, and I'm going to import it as access token. I'm going to import it here, and I'm going to in the Hugging Face hub, I'm going to import the login and click use login with the access token that I have provided. Let's see how that runs. If that doesn't run, then we might have to again do the same thing. So most probably I'm doubting whether Hugging Face hub is a separate library or something. So it's saying it's giving like token has been not saved to git credential helper, and it's saying, oh, okay, now it is done, and it has saved the token. So this method works, guys, and after that it is saying login successful, again good, and it had downloaded the config.json, but now it is saying that it needs some device maps requires accelerate, or we have to specify low CPU memory usage RAM is equal to true. What I'm going to do is I'm going to install accelerate because I already have a GPU available, so probably it would be able to use my GPU. So I'm going to try pip install accelerate. I could have actually copy pasted it from there, but never mind. Oh, that was fast. And now let us try that again. So I'm gonna rerun the file. Since I'm in a debugger, I could just click on the reload button, and now let's see what it says. Login successful. And I'm thinking accelerate is a library that helps me run everything with NVIDIA. Yeah, I think so. I have like a 3060 GPU in my laptop, so I'm gonna use that, and it started downloading the model, so I don't have to use the convoluted method to download the model with first initially downloading the model, then specifying the location of it and everything. No, none of that. So just specify your access token, and it will make sure that you have an access granted, and once that is done, it will start downloading the model right away. That's good. You just have to provide your access token because this is a gated model. And the access is controlled. That's good. So We'll wait for it to download the model. It's already 2 gigs down. I'll speed up this portion so that you don't have to like watch downloading. But fingers crossed, I'm gonna hope this is gonna work, because once we get the model, what is there? It's a text generation. We specify the model ID, we specify the data type. Okay, if you look at the model right now, while it is downloading, we can go through the parts of the code that's we've been copied from Hugging Face, and it's passing some keyword arguments, like the data type. It's saying that be float 16, so it's a float 16. That's only thing that you need to remember, because it's a 16-bit float model, and device map auto. So that means if I have a GPU, it will map to GPU. If not, it's coming from this is just the perks of the library, the transformers pipeline. So I'm going to make a pipeline, and I'm going to call the pipeline with whatever prompt I need. I'll try to, in another video probably, I'll try to make it as a chatbot or conversational interface. They're already like 4 gigs, so that's also good. I haven't checked where it is downloading, and I forgot to specify where to download. So actually I could have done an import OS and specify os.environment and specify this called hf home somewhere in F, because I have like very low space in C drive right now. So maybe in future models. So I'm gonna call it models. I'm not even sure if the directory is there, but like fine. I'm gonna put another directory in there called Hugging Face. Oh, this was just a shard. How many shards are there? It's 1 of 4. So guys, I'm gonna skip through the entire thing. I downloaded the model without this. That came around like the 8 billion one came around 15 gigs. Is there a difference in the model that's been downloaded by Hugging Face and like when we directly download? Is there a difference? I'm not sure, because the initial model, or initially when I downloaded, even the instruct model is that comes around 15 gigs in my Linux environment. Let me confirm that. I'll start my Ubuntu Windows subsystem for Linux, and I'm in my home folder, and I'm gonna cd llama 3. This is their own GitHub directory. So let me check du-sh star. Yeah, I haven't downloaded the 70 billion. I've started downloading it, but like my PC crashed for some reason, so I've stopped downloading it. Probably something to do with my WSL. It's not able to handle that much RAM. But so see that the 8 billion instruct and both 8 billion and 8 billion instruct models are like 15 gigs. So it doesn't make sense to have 4 shards. It shouldn't be more than 3. It's 15 gigs. So probably the last shard is like very small. That can be a reason, because it's not like exactly 5 gigs. It's like 4.98. This one is 5 gigs. So yep, I don't know how the sharding is done by Hugging Face, but yeah, I'm gonna skip through all this download process so that you can watch it smoothly. Yeah, like I've told before, the last shard is like not that big, as you can see here. It's like 1.17 gigs. And also I did some research with Torch float 16 comparison with float 16. So this is half precision, but like that has abilities to prevent overflows. But like the problem with float 16 is that like if there's a problem, it's preferred over float 16 most of the time and occupies the same amount of bytes in memory. But like float 16 is kind of safer than using float 16. So that's what, like, oh, okay, something is happening. So let's see, special tokens have been added in the vocabulary. Make sure that associated word embeddings are fine-tuned or trained. And using the model agnostic default max length equal to 20 to control the generation length, we recommend setting max new tokens to control the maximum length of the generation. Okay. Another warning, there are a couple of warnings. Torch was not compiled with flash attention, so something with CUDA. Torch in functional. The thing is, will it generate something? That's the question. Why is it taking this much time? This time I get some output. Slow. Have like 16 gigs of RAM and a lot of I have 16 gigs of RAM and a 3060 GPU, so still it is taking a lot of time. So let's see. Looking at the time right now, and let's see how long it might take it to give a response to make sure it is viable to run locally. If it is not, then we'll have to wait until the block makes a quantized version of this model. I like that guy. Oh, okay, but nothing. It did not print anything. Should I have printed the output? I think I should have, but oh, let's try that again. I'm gonna say print. I'm gonna store this to an output variable and gonna say print output warning. So I don't want to take a risk by having an error. So that now the model is done and says invalid escape character and login successful. Because now that I have specified a new location to store the model, will it download it again? Oh, no, that shouldn't happen. And I missed a backslash here. Not sure what's going to happen now. No, it did not download again. That's for good. And let's see if it's printing something. It's taking a good amount of time. Oh yeah, we have an output. Generate text is, hey, what is the best way to robot? And the response is, I mean, I know how to row. That's not a proper response. I mean, let's try that again with something let's increase the max new tokens to something. So I'll pass that as a model argument and I'll try that. So I'm going to copy this argument and I'm going to go back to my code and that. Okay, and let's see the output this time. I said I gave enough tokens for it to generate. See, previously it was 20. I think that's why it was giving it said I know how to row a board. That's not even a proper response. So guys, I've waited more than an hour to see if it is giving a response, but I think the max new tokens is too high, so I'm going to reduce it to previously it was 20. I think I'm going to give it 128, even less 64. So let's see how that would work, and let's try that again and see how this is going to work. You can see I have rearranged the windows a little bit so that it will be it is easy to see. So as before, the login is successful. Things are running, the checkpoint is loading, and now the model is running. I have also changed the PC to performance mode so that it will be able to utilize GPU to the maximum, and you can see that it's running because the GPU utilization is going up and down. That means it's running. It's not utilizing 100% of the GPU though. It's taking a lot of RAM, about 13.3 gigs. And let's see if it with the 64 maximum new tokens. Let's see how long it will take for it to generate a response. Let's see if I can see something in NVIDIA SMI. Okay, so yeah, have missing about 4 gigs out of my 6 gigs of GPU available. It's a laptop GPU, so it's only 6 gigs. It's more than 6 minutes now. Still no response. So after waiting for 10 minutes, more than 10 minutes I think, we have an output. So the question was, what's the best way to row a board? And the response was, I mean, I know how to row a board. Okay, this was what we got previously with 20 tokens, but I want to know the best way to row a board. Okay, I want to know the best way to write bot, and I want to know the best. Okay, just repeating what it's been saying. So our response, at least for in this case, is not very good, I would say, with the 8 billion model, but we need to test it further. But like, we have a response that means this is the right way to run this code. How do you like formulate your prompt, or what kind of pipeline that you're using? That can be customized. But like this is just a short introduction to how to use the Meta LLAMA 8 billion model. I think not. I think like it's the same way for like the 8 billion instruct or 70 billion or 70 billion instruct. So I'm not gonna make different videos for all that, but we should be able to evaluate all these separately. So probably we can compare all 4 of those models and see which one gives us a proper response. We'll have to like evaluate whether it is living up to the expectations or the claims that they have raised. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll come back with another video, more interesting, something new, something exciting. Thank you so much.